Have you ever bought stocks and bonds? And have you ever wondered what your rights are? In this video, we are going to discuss this important topic, which is shareholders' rights. Here are some of your basic rights. Stockholders possess a portion of the company that is determined by the number of stocks you own. In order to effectively enjoy your shares, you must first grasp your rights as an investor. Here are the 3 basic rights every stockholder should know. 1. Stockholders are entitled to dissent and demand payment of the fair value of their shares. 2. Stockholders have the right to vote, receive dividend, and inspect corporate books. 3. Stockholders are entitled to institute derivative suit. Let's talk a little more about your rights. An appraisal is a right that stockholders have. In some circumstances, this is a legal right that allows stockholders to express their unhappiness and seek reimbursement of the true market value of their shares. Members of any class or classes, on the other hand, may have their voting rights limited, widened, or denied to the extent provided in the Articles of Incorporation or bylaws. They also have the authority to inspect business records and demand that they be replicated. Stockholders have recourse rights as well. If the corporation's officers refuse to sue or are sued, or if they have authority over the corporation, they can file a derivative lawsuit to correct wrongs done to the corporation, or to safeguard or vindicate corporate interests. According to the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) opinions, after the board has announced dividends, stockholders have the right to demand them. Dividends are paid to stockholders in proportion to the number of shares they possess. As a result, investors have exclusive rights such as the right to receive dividends, the right to appraise, the right to view corporate books, and the ability to vote. They also have the right to file a derivative lawsuit to safeguard or vindicate corporate rights. The following are 8 standard investor rights that all stockholders should be aware of, though they may differ depending on where a firm is incorporated or governed by specific corporate bylaws. The right to see documents is number 1. When you purchase common stock in a company, you gain access to its financial data as well as meeting minutes. 2. The right to vote. If you possess at least 1 complete share of common stock in a corporation, you can vote on some business decisions, such as who should be on the board of directors. 3. A claim to a portion of the revenues. Common stockholders have the right to receive dividends declared by a corporation's board of directors. 4. The right to a residual claim in the event of a liquidation. Ordinary shareholders have a claim to a percentage of the earnings once all obligations have been met, if a company is forced to sell all of its assets. 5. The right to strict liability. Shareholders are solely liable for the amount of money they put into the company. If it is sued or goes bankrupt, the shareholders' personal assets are not at risk. 6. Assigning permissions. Common stockholders have the ability to sell or transfer their shares at any time. 7. First right of refusal. Current investors get first dibs if a corporation decides to issue additional common stock. 8. The right to sue in the event of misconduct. A shareholder who has been wronged has the right to file a derivative case, which is a lawsuit filed on behalf of a company by an individual shareholder, or as part of a class action suit against a third party. What is the identity of this enigmatic third party? A corporation's executive officer or director is frequently involved. What went wrong? Why did the stock prices drop so sharply? The majority of the time, senior leaders overlook fraud or mismanagement. Assume a company overstated its earnings, giving stockholders a false picture of how well it was performing. These cases aren't commonly filed with the intention of causing harm. The intent is to recover your losses caused by mismanagement, fraud, or negligence. Securities class action lawsuits are a complicated procedure. Our research has uncovered that investors of all sizes are losing billions every year principally due to being underserviced by their brokers and custodians. At Qalqon, our patented fintech software have automated the whole front-to-back process of securities class action lawsuits for our clients to provide a seamless user experience from participation to cash settlement. Register with Qalqon for our service offerings, ongoing securities class action lawsuits, and class action lawsuit underwriting. To further enhance your returns, please contact us via email to info@qalqon.org. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about Qalqon and shareholders' rights. Please feel free to contact us on any questions you have on your investment performance. We congratulate you in advance on your stock market accomplishment.